Have you ever said to yourself, you know, I got this antique engine, but I don't know how to clean it with SeaFoam because there's no vacuum hoses like you're supposed to do on a typical automobile. So today, we're going to see if you can run an engine on straight SeaFoam. Like 60% SeaFoam, 40% gasoline. We'll see if that'll do it. Might be a little closer to 50-50. And we'll just stir her up here.
Just an FY, whatever that is.
FYI.
FYI, you should not mix dangerous chemicals in your backyard. Or you could create something very volatile that would let off gas that will kill you.
You want to stand a little closer?
For those of you keeping track at home, that's 3 dangerously flammable liquids that we're messing around with.
I'm going to go for a new high score. You can see a little bit of the white smoke there. It's kind of hard against that white background, but maybe if you get up there and you point it at the exhaust pipe, you might be able to see a little bit of white in the smoke.
A little bit.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to top off that fuel with more and more SeaFoam so you get less gasoline, more SeaFoam in the mixture. We're going to see if we can keep it running.
That's Balin's face. That's the exhaust pipe.
Huh?
And he just stuck it in there.
Here we go, gangbusters.
Gangbusters?
Like a whole can.
Just pull the hose out of there and jam it into the... Probably just kill it like immediately.
I'm hoping now that the engine's hot enough that the SeaFoam is going to turn into a vapor fast enough to keep it running. It's going to take a second because the fuel in the lines is still half gasoline, half SeaFoam. So it'll take a second here, but it should start bogging down and die. The mixture, now that mixture screw is about 30% more rich than it is when it's running on gasoline. So for some reason it wants to suck up a lot more fuel in order to run. Normally when this is running on gasoline, if I open it up that much, it will not run. It's starting to miss as there's more and more SeaFoam and less gas. I'm hoping I'll be able to keep it going if I keep up the speed. Every time it misses, there's a puff of white smoke. Because it's not burning the SeaFoam, but it is turning into a vapor. is shaking so much it keeps knocking the mixture screw down leaner and leaner. As that can goes down, I'm going to add more SeaFoam. So it's almost down low enough where I can add some more. So hopefully it'll be nearly pure SeaFoam by the time we're done.
It's missing so much.
Yeah, like every other one. It's no longer throttle governed, it's not volatile enough fuel governed. Oh, backfire. Did you see any of the flames in there? No, there's a little bit of flames. Because that SeaFoam has a smoke, it's nice and hot and volatile, so it's nice and hot and flammable, I should say. Volatile as liquid, flammable as vapor. Pretty quick we might get flames out of the exhaust.
So much. We're doing like 2 or 3 in a row now.
Can you see that on camera, the smoke? Yeah. So back up and look at the back wheel shaking a little bit. You see the wheel shaking there? Look at that wheel bouncing around. Dude, it doesn't even seem like it's firing anymore. It's mostly just coughing. At this point, there's virtually no gasoline left. So it's almost, we gotta let it run for a minute, but once it sucks up the rest of the stuff in that line, it's gonna be almost solid SeaFoam. It's just trace amounts of gas.
Very little oxygen left in this area. It's filling full of this white smoke, which is probably mostly SeaFoam. It's always fun to breathe.
It'll get all the carbon residue out of your lungs.
Yeah.
All that carbon buildup.
Replace it with lots of fun stuff.
This is pretty solid. It did need warmed up on a little bit of gas though, yeah. Just a little bit. It actually, see now I made it even richer and it's running better. I heard it cough and I can tell when it coughs and it sounds like that, it's too lean. You can actually tell. So that SeaFoam is so thick, you actually got to open up that valve at this point about twice as much as usual to get it to run happy. When you have gasoline there, you need it about half of what it is now. So it's actually, see, it's coughing again because it's lean. It's actually running decent when I open it up. And then give it a whole bunch of SeaFoam.
Oh yeah, that runs as good as your truck.
Well,
oh my goodness.
Well, this is running and my truck isn't, so can you see that shaking on there? Wow. You're just gonna like take off and fly away. I think that's pretty conclusive. Let's run through this whole bottle of SeaFoam. And then we'll say, absolutely, you can run your antique engine on SeaFoam. You see that shaking? I don't even know if like the camera can pick up like the frame rate. Can you zoom in on the cylinder a little bit, on the cooling tank? Yeah, can you see that shaking? Holy crap. Good Lord. You get on the magneto. Zoom in on the magneto up there. Wow. Oh, snap.
It fell off the sidewalk.
Okay. No, it actually, they should hold it with the wheels at an angle like that.
See, the faster he fires it, the less you can see the smoke, but it's still misfiring.
But actually, it seems like it's almost firing. It might be so rich that it can't burn all the fuel.
No, that's true.
There's gonna be like no carbon buildup left in this sucker. There's gonna be a lot of SeaFoam buildup though. Yeah. Add a little more. The stuff is expensive, but it's definitely worth it with all this smoke. Look, pointing at my gas can, you can't even see the gas can because all the smoke in there. Can you get that on camera? I don't know if you can see it as well.
Yeah, not really.
You can see it a little bit. The plumes of vapor. Run it a little richer.
Yeah.
I've got it so rich, it's flavoring a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
Way too. It was actually misfiring because it was so rich. I don't know if you can see it on the gas can there at all. Yeah, you can, now you can see it on the gas can, those plumes of white smoke. All right.
Give it full throttle.
Dude, I have it like all the rich. Dude, I'm gonna run out of SeaFoam here pretty quick. Dude, if I retard the spark at all, it wants to die because it's so rich. I'll bet you I'll never get it going again without more gas. That's like almost rich enough. Look at that bug. Oh, no. This is like labor, it's so rich. It's like clouds of smoke are enveloping us. Look down at the front tire there, way down at the taking. So like the bug is like trying to land on the engine. It's so dazed and disoriented. Look at the back tire over there. Hold on, let me leave the camera there and I'll advance the spark. These wheels are rated for 50 pounds each. The engine, without any water in the cooling tank, is 250 pounds. And it has water and it has a little bit of gas in the tank. Almost out of SeaFoam. I almost let it run out. I almost let it run out of SeaFoam in that can down below, and so I filled it up the rest of the way with SeaFoam. So I would say there's so little gas in that fuel at this point, there's no way it's running on the gas. It is running on pure SeaFoam. There's
kind
like
of
relatively no gas.
Little rough.
Yeah, it's rough, but it's going. Yeah, I would run a corn grinder on this sucker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go 70 in this thing.
So I would say that's pretty conclusive. You can indeed run your antique engines on pure SeaFoam. It's a little complicated and a little more difficult than I make it sound, but it is possible.
A little rough to get it started.
Yeah. You need at least 2 additional volatile chemicals to get it going on SeaFoam.
Oh.
I don't know if you can see it on camera, the whole neighborhood is filled with SeaFoam fumes. Can you see that?
Not really.
Not on camera. Dude, look at the tree. You can see that blue in the sky? See how that tree looks blue? See how that pine tree looks blue? That's SeaFoam fumes. The neighborhood is smothering in it. Oh.
Everyone's gonna love you.
Dude, I got pictures when I drowned my truck in SeaFoam. I added SeaFoam until it was so rich that it died. And I got pictures, you couldn't see the house on the other side of the street. I actually got pictures on my phone. I was sitting in the cab and cars were driving by and I would watch them. They would slow down and they would look over at the cloud of SeaFoam in the road and they would like freak out. We're almost out again, so that's definitely pure SeaFoam. Tune in next week and we'll fire up my Maytag on SeaFoam.
Then his truck.
So I actually did. I had it running on all kinds of SeaFoam.
Then his mom's Jeep.
No. The spark is fully retarded. Almost out. The spark is fully retarded, and for all practical purposes, my can of SeaFoam is empty. The can underneath has a little bit left. I'm gonna put it on like crazy rich and see if I can kill it. I'm gonna advance the spark so it has a bunch of momentum so I can really make it full rich and it'll blow a bunch of smoke everywhere.
Or just die. Well, I got a little black smoke.
Black smoke means it's like all of the rich. So much carbon monoxide. Dude, that's like all the rich. It's gonna like run out of fuel here pretty quick. The spark is fully advanced and that's how slow it's going. The spark is like fully advanced. Screw's gonna fall out pretty quick.
And dead.
All right, wait. Now we got 1, 2 and a half. This thing normally runs on a quarter turn. I had it 2.5 turns running on SeaFoam there, just when it died. All right, well, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more episodes. Also, it is very important that you click the like button. I've said this before. It's not just for me, it's for you. If you watch and you don't click the like button, YouTube views it as you didn't really enjoy what you watched. And so if you watch a bunch of my episodes or my videos and you don't click like on any of them, eventually new videos that I make will no longer appear on your homepage. So make sure you click the like button if you want to see more of my content. All right, real quick editor's note here. If you look, you can kind of see the exhaust is sopping wet with SeaFoam. You can see right here at the very bottom there's just this little droplet that's starting to form there on the exhaust. And also, if you look here, you see right here there's this drop. Part of it is evaporated, but it was a pretty big drop right here hanging off of this throttle governing arm. I'll show you, watch. I'll take my finger up here, you can wipe it off, you can see. I don't know if you can see it on my finger there. It's like dripping with SeaFoam at the throttle governing spot.
Thank you.